Today is day 19. Nope, today is day 20 of my journey to become a known public figure for young people while actively getting over my fear of being seen. Oh, okay, it's been tough. It's been a tough week. It was a tough weekend. One thing that I've been struggling with is like emotional whiplash. Like I will go from feeling hopeful and inspired and ready to be of service to young people to completely demoralized and exhausted and hopeless. And that whiplash has been really difficult for me to keep any momentum going. Well, I can't say any momentum because I've been doing this every day, which I'm happy for, but I'm trying to do a lot of what's called grounding because I'm super anxious about the future. And for once, I'm not anxious about my part in the future. I mean, I'm not anxious about like what's going to happen to my life and how am I going to get over this fear, blah, blah. I'm not really anxious about that stuff anymore. I'm anxious about the state of our country and what's going to happen to the people and communities that I care about. So there's one positive that's coming from this is that it helped me get over my crap, I guess. In terms of speaking, I just had a really great conversation. I was supposed to be giving a speech today, actually, and I'm really grateful that I didn't have to. I mean, it's so wild. If I would have had to put it on today for a group of people I didn't know, it would have felt so forced and it would have felt so deeply difficult to do. So I'm glad I didn't have to do that. But I did get to meet with a young person. They're not a child, they're just a young adult. And an organization called Jack.org, which is a youth mental health organization based out of Canada. Canada and Canadians have been some of the biggest supporters and helpers for my work, like people that I don't even know have been so helpful. Michael Brovac is amazing. Rachel Weinstock is wonderful. Sam Dimma, Sue Dorfling, they're all wonderful people who have helped and been aligned with us. So I feel very grateful that they reached out to me. I'm going to be doing a video project where they're going to interview me about my expertise working with young people to be an educational artifact for their website. But today was interesting because we met for the first time and I'm looking at these questions and it's like, how does world events affect kids? And I normally in the past would have like, okay, you got to be good. You got to be good. Like, don't tell them what's coming up. But I felt myself just like zooming out completely. I started to disassociate a little bit because they're Canadians and their kids, although kids are not like blind to what's happening in the world, American kids would probably get a different message. And this is a pretty raw thing for me to talk about. I have been very open about how much this stuff is impacting me mentally and emotionally. And so the last thing I want to do is go into, a speaking opportunity and they say, well, how are kids feeling nowadays? And I just go on this huge launch tangent or I get emotional or upset. So part of not hiding is also just being open with like, hey, this feels difficult for me or here's what's coming up. And it was easy to do it. I didn't feel bad about telling them and they were wonderful. They were like, we're going to work with you. And as soon as I said it out loud, it felt like a lot easier. So that's something I tell young people a lot is sometimes even if there's not like a direct solution, sometimes just saying something out loud to people who will receive it and people who will hear you can be so helpful. And today, Jack.org was great and they're wonderful. And I'm really excited to work with them. So yeah, that's it.